I'm walking in my destiny.
I'm walking in my destiny.
Cause Jesus gave me the authority.
I'm walking in my destiny.
Temarie and James can help show you how
I'm walking in my destiny.
to not just talk the talk, but walk this walk. We're not doing church work, but kingdom work.
What is up? What is up? What is up, everyone? I know normally you all don't see me first. Normally my sister is up here and she's telling you all what we talking about tonight. But tonight it's a special episode. So I want to show my little sister the love that she deserves tonight. So right now, I know it's been a while since we've been on here, but we wanted to give y'all an episode tonight. But before we get started, I will bring up the host of Walking in Destiny. And I'll bring her up and we'll go from there, y'all. Hello, Prophetess.
Hello, Elder James.
How are you doing, Sissy?
I'm all right.
All right, let me ask you a question. How are you feeling right now, not knowing what your show is about tonight?
Not knowing what my show is about is crazy work, but I trust you. I trust you.
I'm glad you do because this is gonna require a lot of trust. So I want you all to share, I want y'all to like, and I want y'all to tag and tell somebody and tell everybody that we are on live tonight.
But and don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, please, y'all subscribe to the channel, please. We appreciate you last night. Y'all walked with us and showed us that you all love what we are doing. So we appreciate that. The numbers are definitely adding up. So we appreciate that. But tonight, y'all, we want to do. I was sitting here at work today and something came into my memory. And as I was sitting there thinking, I remembered that yesterday made 1 year of sobriety for my beautiful little sister, Prophetess Temarie. And as I was thinking, I thought, I cannot let the day go by without celebrating that. So before I get into this conversation with you tonight, sis, we had somebody else that was going to come on, but unfortunately they was unable to. So, but they did send me a text message that they wanted me to read, and this came from my little sister. Doesn't
get my tissue? Hold on, go ahead.
It says, "Sorry I couldn't be on tonight. I'm sure you understand, but I want you to know that I'm proud of you. And congratulations on your 1 year of being sober. I have seen the worst side of you and the best side of you, and I'm proud to be able to call you my sister. You are a living testimony, and I don't know where I would be without you. I'm so very proud of you and what God has in store for you. I can't wait to see you bloom and blossom and know that you have a forever friend, support system, and loving sister who will always be here for you. I thank God for you every day. I love you and continue your journey. You have a #1 fan."
Aww.
And that came from my little sister, Dajane.
Thank you, Dajane.
And
I love you too, girl.
for me, like, sis, I can remember when I met you. And you was already on the journey when I met you. And when I met you, like, legit, y'all, like, I automatically knew this girl had something in her that was about to be released. I didn't know what. And she came to me and she was like, I'm ready to do a podcast. We got to work and this was birthed. Not only this, but breaking up with toxicity was birthed. So you all like, I have seen my little sister blossom. I've seen her grow. I've seen the growth in her. I've watched her walk in her anointing. Legit. She will call me. And there's times where I'm like, is this the prophetess or my little sister that I'm? Because give me my little sister.
Listen, you don't always want the word, but you know I
But
gotta
I
release it.
always need it. I always need it. And that's what I appreciate about you is the fact that you are not scared to walk into your calling and into your anointing. And I appreciate you. Hey sis.
Hi, I just want to say thank you for your beautiful letter. We
Mhm.
just got a letter. We just
We
got a
just got a
letter.
letter. So y'all, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Yep, I read it. I can read it again if you want me to. You know what? I'm about to reread it. I'm about to reread it. I got you, sis. I got you. So, because there wasn't enough tears for me. There wasn't enough tears in it for me.
Because I was trying to preserve
Doesn't
them.
that, she was trying to act like she was a thug in these streets. But,
I be trying
but
to.
there wasn't enough tears for me. Mm. She said, it's okay. Her emotions ain't going to be the same. But no, legit. Sis, like, for real, see, y'all don't understand. Like, the three of us will be on FaceTime for hours. We'll cut up, we'll crack jokes, but
Start a
then,
whole praise and worship session.
yes, yes, legit. We are so proud of you, sis, for real.
Thank
We are.
you.
Like, and normally when it gets to the praise and worship session, it's because T. Marie, Prophetess T. Marie, done said something and done got us all the way in a whole, got the seats over our head.
I'm sorry.
Like, legit.
That's the Kojic in me.
Hmm. Have us with the seats. Mm. Even when you don't feel seen, I seen you. Yes, that's
Oh,
legit.
thank you.
Like we see you, sis. We do. Like you are literally probably one of the strongest women that I know to go through what you went through. As I watch you with my nephew being a single mom out here, and not only a single mom, but a super mom out here. You are killing it. You are doing your thing. And I am extremely proud of you with that. Like, you make sure that my nephew does not go without. And for that reason right there, I'ma always make sure that my nephew don't go without and you don't go without. Like, yes, you a super mom getting better by the day. Exactly. I'ma always make sure.
Oh, tell my
Mm,
brother I said thank you.
yes, yes. Like legit. Like we had a conversation earlier today where something was going on. You wasn't gonna tell me, but what did I automatically do when you told me what was up?
You allowed me to get it out?
I allowed you to get it out. And then also,
Took
I
care of
allowed
it.
you, I handled it. Because guess what? One thing that my little sister ain't gonna do is ever sweat it. Because as long as Big Road is here and I got it, y'all always gonna have it. All of my little sisters, all of my sisters, y'all always gonna have it, no matter what. I'm always gonna make sure of that. So we're gonna play a little game.
Of course. The king of games.
Mm.
Okay.
So
It was his hat, Mr. Krabs. He was number
mm,
one.
we your number one friends. We got the phone finger. Yes, always, always, always.
And vice versa. I love y'all.
Like always. We always gonna rock hard for you. Like one thing about it, two things for sure. When it comes to Dozen, we ain't gonna let you get down on yourself. We definitely about to snap you back into reality real quick.
Yes, I
Y'all,
know.
let me tell you.
Oh.
Let me tell you. The reason why we are on YouTube, in all honesty, the reason why we finally made this move to YouTube, God had been on me about doing it. But I was being stubborn and
Disobedient.
I wanted to stay over there on them Facebook suites. Because I knew Facebook. My sister hit my phone up out the blue. And all she said is, God said it's time to move. Leave Facebook, go to YouTube. It was confirmation. Yeah. Yeah, doesn't it? And let's talk about how her butt made that comeback last night in Uno. Because I'm
Because
still
y'all
trying to figure
tried to
out how.
play me while
I'm
I was
still trying to
watching
figure
Good
out how
Burger.
she did that. Like
A
legit.
winner is always going to be a winner.
Like, the game still ain't over, but I'm trying to figure out how you done made that comeback go. Because last time I remembered, you was at 1 and there's a name, and I was at like 10 and 11.
Hmm.
And then, like, y'all, out of nowhere, we
The
look
movie went
up,
off.
and she, like, right there by our side. We like, how did she?
Where did she come from?
Yeah, like, when did this happen? And the ways of Cat Williams, and where was your antennas?
Where was y'all antennas when I was creeping up the scoreboard?
Mm-hmm. But no, all right, we're gonna get into this game real quick. And me too, me too. Y'all, we tried to go to 30 last night. Legit, I think we made it. I was
I'm
at
at
21.
26.
She's at 26, and I think I'm at 21, and Dazane might be at 23.
24, 25. She a
Yeah,
little up
20.
there, shit.
Yeah, she's like at 23, and I'm at 21. You at 26, and like literally at the end of it, I was sitting there, and y'all know I'm the oldest brother because I'm sitting there knocked out. I'm hearing my name being yelled, bro, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was thinking, I was concentrating.
Boy, you got 3 cards. You weren't thinking.
I was concentrating, y'all. I was concentrating. Which card I should throw down?
You got
They
three
didn't buy
cards.
it though, y'all. They didn't buy it at all. All right. So now we're gonna get to this game. All right. So the game that we're gonna play tonight is called This or That,
Okay.
which is we're gonna play it as the old you and the new you.
Okay.
All right. So it's called then versus now. My bad.
Okay.
All right. Mindset is your first round. How did you handle stress then versus how you handle it now?
Then I was a heavy drinker, a heavy smoker, um, hugs, and now I pray, I cry, and I sleep.
Mm-hmm. And I think you did all three today. You did all three today.
Yes. Yes.
What did you believe about yourself then versus what you believe about yourself now?
Um, then so I always knew I was called to be a prophetess. Well, not always, but like since like 2021 is actually when I got my prophetic license. Some things happened. I went through some church hurt and I left. I said, I don't want this. If this is God, I don't want this. And I went back and I did me. And so, but the gift never left. Okay. Because if God told me to tell somebody something,
You were telling.
I told him. And then he would always confirm what I said. Um and so I can honestly say that you know, I always knew I had, the gift. Um but before I didn't feel like I was worthy of the gift. I didn't feel like I was able to do what God needed me to do. Like I wasn't going to be able to uphold his standards, and
Mm-hmm.
heavy on the sleep. Now there is one thing, if there is one thing that God has been stressing to me, it's this. God does not expect perfection. He expects faithfulness and obedience. And without the help of his Holy Spirit, I would never be able to uphold his standards. Okay, because I have went through some pretty crazy things over the past year. um, Even though we have stable housing, bills are paid, that doesn't mean that the enemy has not attacked. Okay, it doesn't mean that he's already attacked those things, right? So he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have to attack there anymore because he knows that I'm not going to sway from that. Now he be trying to mess with my mind. Um, but it's really just a thing of now I know who I am. I know the authority that I carry, and I know that when I speak, things begin to shift.
Come on,
When
when
I
you speak, things
pray,
shift.
things begin to shift. And so one thing that Prophetess Tracy has really been getting on me with is making sure that I'm speaking with authority. At one point, the devil had stole my voice.
Mm.
Okay. Um, even though I said that I was still releasing what God wanted me to release, but I wasn't speaking into my atmosphere. Okay, I wasn't speaking against the devil. I was speaking death over me instead of speaking life. Okay, I would say things like, look, I might be able to quit smoking trees, but I ain't finna stop drinking. I can't stop drinking. And so my mindset now, and me understanding who I am now, and don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. I'm still working on it, but now I understand the authority that I have, the authority that Christ gave me, and studying my Bible and really understanding um, the wise words of the apostles in the New Testament, the wise words of Jesus in the Gospels, the wise words from the prophets earlier on. Those words still stand, and you still have that same authority. You just got to walk in it. And that's where I got walking in kingdom destiny.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that. All right, all right, all right. So now we're gonna go into another one. All right, your circle of friends then versus now.
Then my circle of friends is right here. I mean, now my circle of friends is right here. Then my circle of friends reflected my lifestyle. Now I can honestly say that I still have a couple of friends that do support my new lifestyle, and they do support the journey that I'm on, and they do allow me to invite them to things like church services, prayer. I actually have a friend that's been getting on prayer every Saturday morning, and it's encouraging to see that because I know what she's been through. I know what she's going through. And I know that her life ain't all the way right with Christ, but I also know the work that Christ can do through her.
Mm.
Um, I do still have another friend, Amanda. She's actually that's my road dog. Okay. We have girls' trips. I'm rooming with Amanda. um, she respects my sobriety. She even asked, like, we were supposed to have a barbecue last year, and she was like, are you comfortable with there being alcohol there? Because if not, it's okay. And I told her, I was like, you know what, I'm not going to stop you guys from doing what you do. I know how to say no. I do know how to say no.
Right.
But she respects what I do. She respects my sobriety. She lets me know all the time that she's proud of me. Um, she's probably, other than y'all, the only one of my friends that really hits me up just to check on me, just to see how me and Titus are doing.
And we definitely, you need friends like that.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Your daily routine then versus now.
Okay. So then I worked overnights. Overnights was my thing. I rather work in the nursing home when ain't nobody there but us nurses, patients, and us CNAs. Okay. It's quiet, it's calm, everybody sleep, do my bed checks, my business. And I could get my shows in. Y'all know how I am about my shows. Um, so then I would work overnights, and when I got off in the morning, I would usually I get off at 6. I go home, change, and I would leave out and go to the store up the street. They open at 6:45. I'd be there, get my bottle, drink that, relax, and then go to sleep. for work after I got my baby out the door for school. So that's one thing about it. You got to go to school. I went to school. You got to go to school. So, now my daily routine, I wake up at 7, I get my baby off to school. I usually once he's out the door, I hop in the shower, get dressed for the day, get my life together, brush my teeth, wash my face, all that great stuff. I usually turn on some worship music or something while I'm in my room getting dressed. Spend a little time with God, listen to what He's saying to me. Tell Him what I got to say too, because now I know we all like to be like, I just be listening to God. No, I be saying some stuff, and I'll be having to let Him know some things. Okay. And then honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I usually go back to sleep.
Oh, I know.
I'll turn that phone on silent real quick. Okay. I usually go back to sleep. I wake up, have some type of beverage, either my Gatorade Zero or my water. But I have to be drinking stuff all throughout the day because I just had surgery. And by the time I wake up, I try to come downstairs and eat. Sometimes I can't. We working on that. Me and my doctor's just working on that. And then I also work on certain gifts. I have been working on a praise dance, and I have also been working on retraining my voice because I haven't sung in years.
I sent you a song.
You sent me a song, and remember I told you I don't know how to do that. So we'll work on that. When you're not busy, when you finally be obedient and do what God told you to do. Yeah,
It ain't
you want to
about me
shoot shots?
tonight. It
Pew
ain't about
pew,
me
coming in
tonight. It is
there.
not about
Pew
me tonight.
pew. No,
It is not about me
no,
tonight.
but
Y'all
I
see how
work
my
on
little
singing.
sister does me?
So what I've been doing is I actually just been YouTubing karaoke versions of songs that are already well known. Just to retrain my voice, because there are certain notes where I might go too flat, I might go too sharp, I might not hold the note as long. So I just been working on retraining my voice to learn little things like that.
You know what? I
And
forgot you sang. Can you sing a little something for us tonight?
my throat is dry.
Mm-mm.
What you want me to sing, brother?
Anything you want.
I don't like you. Okay.
Hold on, I'm about to text you
Not a
what to sing.
second or another minute, not an hour of another day. But at this moment, with my arms outstretched, I need you to make a way as you have done so many times before. Through a window or an open door, I stretch my hands to thee. Come rescue me. I need you right away. And that's all you're going to get from now, brother.
You ain't no good. You ain't no good. Because I
That's
texted you
my
what I
song.
wanted you to sing. I texted you what I wanted you to sing.
No, God plays there. Hell is hot. Ain't no water there.
Oh, God. We used to clown my big sis, aka her and Dozen Age mama, about that for the longest.
Told you God dropped it in my spirit.
Mm,
You know, that's the
mm,
song I actually gave my life to God with back in
mm,
2021.
mm,
I was, let me give you a quick testimony. I was out with this guy I was seeing or whatever, you know, we was out smoking. And so after we got done, I sat for a minute, some, and then I was driving home. On my way home, I lit a cigarette. I just lit it. I was listening to Beyonce. I'll never forget it.
mm.
My radio cut out.
Of course you
It
did.
just turned off. It just turned off out of nowhere. And so, you know me, I turned it back on. Like, what is going on? So I made it probably like another block or so. And my radio cut off again. But this time, it wasn't coming back on. So then I heard God tell me to put my cigarette out. Now, mind y'all, I just lit it. And so I was like, what? Cigarettes is hot. But anyway, I was obedient. I flicked it out the window. I did. I flicked it out the window. And then God was like, now sing. I said, there ain't even no music. I don't even know what to sing. That's what I told him. That's what I told God. God was still working on me, y'all. Don't talk about me. So then he dropped the song I Need You Now in my spirit. And as I was singing the song, I could hear God telling me, you don't have time to wait. You can't keep waiting to get it together. The time is now. You need me right now.
My God.
So as I sang the song, I made it home, made it to my sister's house because I was staying with my sister. And I sat in the car for a minute so I could get my boo-hoos out and stuff, you know. And the next day I went to the car wash to go clean out my car. And God had me throw that whole pack of cigarettes away. Mind you, it was a full pack. I had just took out one. And that was my last cigarette. At that time, of course, I went back to smoking later after I went through the other situation. But I tossed it. And I didn't do nothing else. I didn't go back to smoking weed. I didn't go back to drinking until later on down the road. But I took my walk with Christ serious. I took my prophetic serious. There were nights I would sit up at my room had like a little desk area facing out the window. And there were times I would sit at the window and God would be speaking to me about somebody else. And I would just be writing it down. Because, of course, it's the middle of the night. So I'm not going to bother anybody in the middle of the night. So I always wrote it down so I could give it to them the next day. And that is how I gave my life to Christ the first time.
My God. All right,
and then,
y'all.
of course, I had to get it together again. So,
of course. All right, y'all. We do got some commercials that we got to play real quick. We got to deal with some commercials real quick, but we'll be right back. Yes,
I guess at this point, James will just go ahead and create me my own show since I'm here every time.
Don't play with me. Don't. Y'all heard it here first. April. We are coming out with the Prosperity Blueprint with one of my other mothers, Miss Dr. Washington Jackson. We are excited about that. And Temarie, I'm gonna let you in on the secret. We are also coming back out with Dating While Anointed. We're working
I
on that.
can't wait because I ain't never dated while anointed. I might need some tips.
Dude. So, like, legit, we're coming back out with that. Dr. Rosita and I will be dealing with that one. And we got some great things coming. But y'all also seen that video. Y'all got till Sunday, y'all. We are in 3 different categories. Not 1, not 2, but 3. And if y'all love us like y'all say y'all do, we need y'all running over there and voting. Then this is the first round of the voting. If y'all do good this round, guess what? We'll go into that next round in April. So we need y'all's help right now, though, for real. All right. So sis, go on ahead. So we're gonna go with a couple of more for you for tonight.
Okay.
So this one, I'm gonna ask you some questions now. We're done with the game. I'm gonna ask you just some regular questions.
Okay.
All right. Let me get to it. All right, here we go. How did addiction affect your relationship?
Honestly, I don't think it did. Because most of my relationships, they was going through addiction too. um,
So y'all trauma bonded.
yeah. It was more so like a yeah, yeah, basically.
Mm.
And I didn't really do relationships like that back then. Um, I
It was
had
more
a couple.
situationships.
I had a couple. I had a team. Um, but God has delivered me. Just in case my future husband watching somewhere, I am
Mm,
delivered.
mm. Come through, team. Come through. Because the funny thing about it is, me and you was just laughing about this today, and I made a comment to you that for the first time in a long time, I don't have me a team.
Yeah, well, shoot, I ain't got nobody, but I am really at a point in my life where it's like, okay, I don't want it unless it's sent by God. And the great part of being a prophet and really having that relationship and that bond with God is God has already told me who my husband is, and I haven't even met him yet.
Come through.
And he has already described him for me. Now I still have to meet him as far as characteristics, but when I see him, I'm going to know who he is. So these little nappy headed Negroes on the street, when they be trying, when they be trying to holler, I'll be like, no, that's okay. Like I'm cool. I'm so cool. I have done the um secular relationships. And it's just not something that I want. It's not something that can benefit me. When it comes to marriage, your marriage is about ministry.
Mm,
And
I like
so
that.
if I'm married to a man that ain't walking in his calling, ain't got no relationship with God, one, he can't cover me or my ministry. Two, 9 times out of 10, now I'm not going to say 10 out of 10, but 9 times out of 10, he's going to be a cheater because he's not going to understand
What you
me
can.
and my gifts. He's not going to be able to appreciate my gifts. And then also, um, dating someone outside of your religion is something that I've never wanted to do. Um, Even while I was out with my team, I would not date somebody that's like, "Oh, I don't believe in God." Oh, you got to go, bro. You
I
got to
remember
go.
she told me one day,
I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
she told me one day that if a man, while she was out there doing her thing, and she was living her best life, living her life like it was golden, she said,
It probably wasn't my best, but
if a man that called himself a man of God was to flirt with her, she would not give him the time of day.
I wouldn't. And the reason why is because one thing I don't do, and one thing I've never believed in doing is playing with God. I will not play with God. Okay, so either I'm in
Are you
or
out?
I'm out.
I like that.
And so when I was out, I was out. Now I would still release a word if God gave it to me because I have to be. I can't sit on it. It's like
Mhm.
Jeremiah says, like fire shut up in my bones. I can't sit on it. I have to give it. Um, but when I'm in, I'm in.
I love it.
And my mom used to text me and she'd be like, "Oh, you going to church this Sunday? Yeah, it's crazy. You can't give God 2 hours of your day. Yeah, all the whole 9 yards." And I'd be like, one, I was probably hungover. Two, I was probably getting drunk. And three, I just felt like
If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it all the way in.
I'm gonna do it right. I knew better than to go in the church, and I was not planning on giving my life to God at that
Mm.
time. I had no intentions on getting it together. Now there did come a time um towards the summer of 2024, I want to say. No, it was like spring of 2024 because I wasn't in the summer. I was on my trips and stuff. So it was like spring of 2024 where I said, I was telling my friends, we were all getting messed up, doing what we, usually did. And I was telling them that I know that God is calling me back
Mm.
and that eventually I'm going to stop doing this.
Come on.
I'm going to have to put it down eventually. I said, I don't feel like I can. I don't feel like I can right now,
But eventually you was going to.
but I feel like God is going to call me to do that. And like I said, that was in like the spring of 2024. Um, by December of 2024, somewhere in the summer, fall type situation, I stopped doing pills. I don't remember an exact date for that. And that's probably around like August, September. Um, but by December, I had stopped smoking cigarettes. And then by the end of December, I had stopped smoking trees.
Come on.
Um, and I wasn't drinking hard liquor, I was just drinking wine. Um, but in come March of last year, I was supposed to move away. I moved to Arizona March 22nd, 2025. And I told God, once I get on this airplane, I'm not going to touch it again. I will not look back. And so I'm officially 1 year sober. I didn't look back. And there were times God would have to remind me.
Of that promise that you made him.
He would, don't be like Lot's wife. That's
Don't
what he
look
would
back.
keep telling me. Don't be like Lot's wife. Don't look back. There's nothing back there for you. Don't look back.
But I think sometimes it's easier for us to look back because we start wondering and start asking ourselves, what if, and we start getting caught up in the hustle and bustle of everyday life that we forget to appreciate the small things.
And I can honestly say that there were times where I would call myself thinking about it. Um, Not really smoking because one, if I were to smoke a cigarette now, it'd be nasty. Okay, like it would just taste nasty. But two, and then trees, I just it wasn't a that wasn't really a big deal for me. I did it, and I was really heavy with it. But if I didn't have it, it wasn't one of those, oh, I gotta get it. Um, but alcohol has honestly probably been one of my biggest struggles. Um, since about 2016, I want to say. Since about 2016, I struggled with alcohol real bad. Um, and it sneaks up on me from time to time where it's like, you could just get a cooler thing, or you ain't gotta buy a bottle. But here's one thing that I've learned is when you dabble in the devil's territory and you dabble in things that God has delivered you from, it's easy to go back. And I wouldn't trade my deliverance for anything. No matter how stressed I get about this path of obedience, me and you was talking about this, but it gets stressful sometimes, being obedient when you don't understand. It gets stressful sometimes being obedient when to everybody else you just look like you're doing absolutely nothing with your life. It gets stressful being obedient when God is telling you to do one thing, but your bills is telling you to do another thing. Okay, or God is telling you to do one thing and it's not adding up with what you got going on in your life. And so one thing I've learned is I have to shut the outside out. And it's hard. And sometimes I do have to call my brother and vent and just be like, I had to get it out. I had to say something, because if I don't say anything about it, it's going to wander in my head all day. I'm going to think, I'm going to dwell on it, and it's going to cause me to want to look back. It's going to cause me to want to go back to that lifestyle. And I don't care about pleasing my pastor, my mom, my sister, anybody that is looking up to me. I don't care about pleasing them, okay? I'm more worried about disappointing God this time. See, last time I gave my life to God, I didn't want to disappoint the apostles. I didn't want to disappoint my mom. I this time I don't want to disappoint God.
It's personal this time.
This time I have a personal relationship with God, and I don't want to disappoint him.
Yeah.
While I love everybody that I named, they are not the reason that I do this. I really
It's
do this
God.
because God called me out of those situations. God called me out of drug addiction. God called me out of alcoholism. God called me out from being a heavy cigarette smoker. Okay. God called me out from popping pills with my friend. God called me out of those things.
Come on.
It wasn't a problem. It's so important to me that he's the one that's pleased with my life.
Mm.
Even when other people are like, you need to be doing this and that, but I know what God told me. I know what he told me. And just like I was telling you the other day, when I tried being disobedient, I didn't even get no calls back. So really pleasing God is my main focus in this life.
Amen. And at the end of the day, we have to get to the point to where it's about hearing the Lord say, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant."
Absolutely.
And like everything else could really, we could really care less. And that's where I am with a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
So right now, we're gonna close it out. You all definitely trust and believe me. She's come. We gonna have more episodes. We just getting back started, and y'all trust and believe me. We got some more coming. Okay. So, sis, I want you to just let them know what this 1 year has meant for you.
This 1 year has meant a lot to me, really. Um, I didn't celebrate it. I don't even think I told you till the end of the night,
Mm-mm.
but it meant a lot to me because at one point I didn't think I could do it. At one point, I didn't think that I was worthy to walk in my kingdom destiny.
Amen.
And at one point, I did not believe that God even still called me. Um, but God has shown me in just 1 year, when I made that promise to Him, God has elevated my gift. God has provided for me. God has kept me in my right mind. God has done so much for me that I didn't even feel worthy of at one point in my life. And I used to use those substances to drown it out, to really silence what God was asking for me.
Mm.
Um, because I didn't think I could do it. But I'm doing it. I'm living proof that you can do it.
And you can because I've watched you do it. sis, I haven't known you as long as some others, but I've watched you do it. And I've watched you be successful in doing it. And I'm proud of you. And anytime you need your big brother, you know I got you. Same thing with Dazane. I know I speak for her too. Anytime you need us, you know we got you. And you know how we coming when it comes to you. You didn't
And
have
vice
to
versa. Y'all
celebrate.
know.
You didn't have to celebrate yourself because you have a big brother and a little sister that is always going to take time to celebrate you. We always going to take that time out to celebrate you. Every accomplishment that you make. And we're going to be here next year for 2 years. And the year after that for 3 years. And the year after that for 4 years. And then when you do year 5, we're going to have a big party.
I can't wait for the
Celebration.
party. You know I like parties.
Like legit. We doing it all. Like, yeah. So you all stay tuned. We have a lot of more great stuff coming. We will be back on tomorrow. We have another great episode of Kingdom Boss Mindset. I will be interviewing author Vet Wilson. She is an amazing author. She is probably wrote for some of your favorite writers. She is a ghost writer and she does amazing work. I've interviewed her once before, but we're glad to have her on the platform again. And I'm excited. So you all stay tuned. And there's more great announcements that are coming very soon. So as I always say, sometimes our disappointments are nothing more than God's appointments, meaning some things that we look at as bad, God has only turned it around for our good. Stay blessed, and be a blessing to someone else. And while y'all are over here, I want y'all to like, I want y'all to share, I want y'all to tag, and I want y'all to subscribe to this channel. Let's get these numbers up, all right? God bless y'all. Peace.